Hello, Huskin Middle School. Mr. Quirk here. You may remember me from such YouTube sensations like how to access Schoology or the GHMS call to arms message. Or perhaps you've stumbled across my YouTube channel and you've also seen some of my fine work, such as Teach Me How to Earthquake. But today I'm here to bring to you a series known as So What Now? What does school look like in this new age? As you guys are learning and navigating and trying to figure out what the next step is, so are we, and especially so am I. And yesterday, I got a lot of questions from some students in terms of, so what should we expect on Monday? And they're phenomenal questions because despite all this planning and preparation and trying to adjust to the constant, shift in expectations, I think there are a lot of things that are going to be overlooked. And there are going to be some things that I might take for granted because as I'm coming up with these ideas, I might not see it as communicating effectively. So as you have questions, as you have concerns, keep reaching out to me. That's phenomenal. But please, please, please do not preface your emails by saying, sorry for bugging you. You are not bugging me. If you reach out to a teacher, you reach out to me, you are not a pest, you are not bugging. We need to work together to overcome this. And communication is going to be the clearest thing to make this work. As I was reflecting last night about where we're at and how I want to kind of start to show you how we navigate learning in this new age, I really started to come full circle, no pun intended, and think about not just the relevance of Conestoga Valley and Conestoga Wagon, but this whole concept that right now, we are essentially, looking at a new frontier. This past week or two, we've essentially packed up everything that we know about education and we've brought it all home. And we're ultimately, just like the westward expansion, we're trying to find a way to make this happen in a new place and in a new format. And this is very difficult because there's a lot of uncertainty and there's a lot that we need to overcome. And there's so many things that are outside of our control that we need to be cognizant of. But I know that together we can overcome this and work as a team to make learning continue to happen. But it's not going to be perfect right now. This is going to take time. As we adjust and as we start to learn online, there are going to be things that we're going to learn that are going to require us to make shifts. And that's going to happen because you are going to be actively involved in helping make this work. Again, this will not work in isolation. This is only going to work if we come together again as a phenomenal school and we make it happen. So I want to walk you through a couple different things as we move forward. And I want to walk you through accessing Schoology again, how we add classes, but then also explain to you and provide some tips and tricks. What is learning going to look like? Because I think the biggest thing is that you need to understand learning is not going to be period one is 7:45 to 8:25 anymore. And you're not going to be expected for that 44-minute time period to log on to Zoom or log on to Google Hangout and hear a lecture as a whole class. That's just not really feasible. And the biggest reason why that's not feasible is that not everyone has the same resources. Not everyone has the same time commitments. We can't all expect, all 25 to 30 students in period one to log in at the same time and hear that instruction. And because of that, we don't want anyone to miss out on an opportunity to grow and learn. So a lot of our new format and new style of learning does put a lot of responsibility on you as the learner to manage your time and to communicate and allow us to kind of work with you in a different way. But the beauty is that although this is going to stretch us, it's also going to provide and instill tremendous lifelong skills that are going to help us. Because there's not a single one of us that can't benefit from learning how to be more self-disciplined and learning how to use our time management more concretely. So I'm going to share my screen with you and I'm going to walk you through a couple different things and share it with you. But I plan on every morning starting with some form of message and sharing some things with you, just so that, we're staying up to date and I'm providing as many answers that can help you learn as possible. So please continue to check the Schoology homepage, check your school email. All of those things are going to be important as we move forward. But for now, let me kind of give you a quick glance with respect to how learning is going to happen. So the very first thing I'm going to do, and again, we're going old school here. I'm taking you step by step. I want to go to the school page, and I want to look at how we step by step access Schoology and different tools. So if you go to the Conestoga Valley homepage, go to the links for students. And again, most of you, this is not necessary, but we're going to do it anyway. I'm going to sign in as Lance Buckskin, who's a student that we've created just so that we can see things. Once you log into Schoology, you're going to see the middle school homepage. This is where a lot of announcements and a lot of information are going to be posted every single day by me. There might be a short video. There might be some brief instructions. There might be, some things from teachers. Check this every single morning for updates so that you can help navigate your learning throughout the rest of the day. Yesterday, I had shared a message and shared the same links and access to the YouTube videos and documents that I sent home via email on Friday as well. So as you look at this and you look at our homepage, there's a couple different things that you want to, and features you want to be reminded of. In the top right-hand corner, you're going to see the notification bell. This is where you're going to see teachers and other classmates and people who are making adjustments or submitting things via the Schoology courses that you're involved in. Your message button allows you to send messages and emails through Schoology to teachers and to different classmates. You're going to see your calendar button, and we're going to come back to this, but the calendar is going to show you events that are coming up, not only with your class per se, but across all the classes that you're dealing with. And again, if you click back at any time on the Conestoga Valley District on the upper left-hand corner, it takes you back to our homepage. So what I was doing yesterday and what I tried to show you in this how to access Schoology video was ultimately show you how to add courses. So what I'd like to do right now is, again, walk you through how to access these courses, how to join them, and then look at the recommendations and kind of walk you through what you should be joining. So I'm going to say that I'm a 7th grade student. I want to click view in terms of these Schoology codes. It's going to open up as a PDF. Now, if you watched my how to access Schoology video before, you could tell that I could not type in for the life of me these Schoology codes accurately. You go to the upper right-hand corner when this opens, you can see select text, and you can bypass the fact that you got to type this in by allowing yourself to copy and paste. So I'm going to go back to my Schoology page. If I click on courses, it's going to show me all the courses that I have already enrolled in prior. So at the upper right-hand corner, what you will see is my courses, and you're going to want to click join courses. Once you click join courses, the next step that you need to accomplish is that you need to click on Schoology and go back to this recommendations per grade level, and you need to highlight and copy and paste these codes and hit join. Once you hit join, that course is automatically going to populate into your course codes. So if I want to join art, I'm going to join health and phys ed because I have health and phys ed as well in this trimester. And I'm going to join, let's join music. Now, one of the questions that kept coming up with students yesterday was, how do I know what courses how do I know the courses that I need to take? Well, that's a great question. That's ultimately why I created this document separately. Every student in 7th grade should enroll in all of the core courses that are offered here. So English 7, Math 7, Science 7, History 7. These 4 courses are for everybody. Just like in the 8th grade side of things, those 4 8th grade courses are the same for everybody. Now, where it differs for 7th grade is traditionally you have 2 classes for English. You no longer have 2 classes for English. You are going to have just 1 class for English. Now, what do you do with our unified arts and elective courses? If you were enrolled in electives for trimester 3, you're going to enroll in those same electives. If you were not enrolled in an elective, you do not need to enroll in it. So if I had art and music in the 3rd trimester, I'm going to join art and music. Doesn't matter if it was 7th grade art, 8th grade art, 7th grade music, 8th grade music. We condense them to make things a little bit simpler and to make it work. Now, if you had technology education, if you have Mr. Zellers or Mr. Miller, again, even though their courses were different titles, you're going to join the Tech Ed Enrichment course. Everybody should be joining the Health and Physical Education Enrichment course. And then if you had a language, you're joining those respectively based on what you had. Other courses at the bottom provide some additional resources for students. Our middle school counselors have created a website that will provide awesome resources for you, from a social emotional standpoint, but also to give you some guidance throughout the rest of this year, or as long as this break lasts. There are some gifted, some ESL, and then some individual course codes based on the teacher. So if you have these teachers and you utilize their help and guidance throughout the school year, register for their courses. But if you don't, do not. Our plan is to not overwhelm you. I really want you to focus in on the 4 cores. And then again, you should be looking at 2, maybe 3 elective courses that you need to sign up for. But if you have questions at any time, reach out, please, because that's going to be the key. So once you have all your courses joined and you have all of those populated, again, when you go to the courses page, they're going to show as links and they're going to show as tiles here. If you click my courses though, they're going to show the same courses are going to show as drop downs in this factor. So once you have all these courses, the big question becomes, what will school look like? So each new Schoology course that we organized has been designed to create and to provide a collaborative approach to your learning. We are not necessarily assigning one teacher to you for the remainder of this closure. What we're doing instead is, since this is much bigger than one individual person, we have taken all of our 7th grade science teachers, all of our 7th grade ELA teachers, all of our art teachers, and we've condensed them so that they're working collaboratively to provide the best learning experience possible for you. And the key is that instead of working with one teacher at one particular time, this team approach and this collaborative approach will allow us to all navigate things a little bit better. Every day, there will be an instructional video, project, assignments, or other activities that these teachers will post to these classes. And again, the collaborative approach allows the teachers to divide and conquer to ensure that somebody is available online throughout the school hours from 7:45 to 2:45. If we did this in isolation and individually, you'd have one teacher with a small window to interact with you. But because we're doing this collaboratively, everyone's getting the same experience, the same great, rich experience that our teachers have collaborated on. And we're offering teachers throughout the day to be on call and to be able to help you in anything that you need. For the week of March 30th, so starting tomorrow on Monday, teachers have created activities that reinforce learning that has already taken place. These activities should take about 30 minutes to do. The reason why we're creating review activities is to allow you a chance to transition this week to online learning, to navigate the new procedures that are in place, and to provide you time for us to analyze and adjust our plans so that we can better serve you. Again, all good plans, have faults, and all good plans and best intentions, have pitfalls. Our goal this week is to get you to adjust to online, join these courses, start engaging so that we can see where the pitfalls are, so that if we have to move forward, we can keep adjusting and keep tweaking this and keep making it better and better for you. Each class has posted a learning activity that provides you with short instruction videos and a document or follow-up activity. The big thing is that you need to make sure that you're signed up for your 4 core courses, as well as your electives. The biggest challenge in this model, and especially this week, is going to be how you structure your day and structure your time to ensure that you're staying on track.